Well, I pushed the wrong button. Anyway, we're talking about the Uniform Code of Military Justice. They wrote a provision in there saying that, quote, I'm paraphrasing it, if you are not guilty of something in the previous 133 articles, this one covers it. It's unnamed, undefined, and so there's nothing, no human action on earth that you could do that would not be covered no matter what. No loopholes, nothing. They covered that by saying, we got a catch-all. So, back to the various fucking things. Now, I sit out here and people that want to help me do. Now, mind you, there's a big push by the Biden administration to take taxpayer money and give $450,000 to any person crossing the border illegally. I hope that in years to come or whatever, that sounds just insane. But everybody in this world right now knows that's true. I hope it doesn't come to fruition. So, how am I gonna feel guilty about that? After the military, I've worked in a ton of jobs where I did not make enough and busted my ass. I've hurt myself. Look at construction. If you don't have medical insurance of your own, then you're forced to go to ERs. I've hurt myself so many times doing work in construction, I'm surprised I'm still alive. So then we get down to where, okay, how many people are working more legitimately than me? Well, I don't know if anybody works legitimately. It's all choice. I would love to work. No one's coming by and saying, hey, get a job. And I go, get one? And they don't say nothing. Because nobody's offering work. Not only do I believe this whole pandemic bullshit is bullshit, but it killed our economy, and that's what's going on even further now. I hated Trump, but he did have the lowest unemployment rate ever in American history. Now, it had jumped even higher, but it's sort of plateaued out at still, in California, the highest unemployment rate in, 100 years. So, with that in mind, who is gonna say, oh yeah, you know what I need to do? I need to pay a premium rate to a 62-year-old half-broken carpenter because, yeah, that guy needs work. So, and then, like, where I'm at, there's a depot at the end of the road, and there's a bunch of people that go by, a bunch of guys that go by in their trucks and all. And I know they're looking at me because I used to look at other people like it. But I never was like, hey, get a job. Because if I'd have said, hey, you want a job, they would have either balked or refused. But the other part about it is, even in I made more on a regular basis at a few jobs. But, like fishing in Alaska, oh yeah, that's real glamorous and romantic until you get pitched overboard or crushed underneath a crab pot or whatever kind of life-debilitating injury you could suffer. I'm having a bad day today. I've been out here about 2 hours and probably made $65, $70. So now, since no one's going to give me a work, and no, I don't want to go back to prison for robbing blue-haired old ladies or big fucking tough dudes or whatever. And I still have a wife with COPD who's now blind and due to cataracts. What the fuck? Are we supposed to just starve and just willingly lay down and die? Because it's inconvenient for Christmas shoppers to see this shit. I don't give a shit. I need money. So I sit out here. People come by. They feel better about themselves giving me some money. And, that's that. Anybody that's... Most of the people that watch this or would be watching this, comedians in Hollywood, unless they're big time or whatever, most of the people driving by me don't make as much per hour as I do sitting here. So what? I have to suffer the judgment of a bunch of people I fucking think are despicable retards anyway? Big deal. That's panhandling for homeless people. But we're still living in our car. We're still eating shit on a daily basis. So it's not like I'm coming up. Anyway, I just thought I'd throw that little tidbit out there.